Hello, it's Just Coming here, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. And today we are starting something new on a flat world again, in the Mesa edition. Basically, probably all of you probably don't know that I did explain this in the one that I did recently record. If all of you didn't know, by the way, you can actually change your stuff. Actually, I'm going to go and do it right now. Actually, I forgot again. Actually, I need to go and disable that, by the way. Yeah, I'm just going to go and show you now, by the way. Of what you can do. I think I've done a video like this before, but I just wanted to just show you how it works. So basically, if we just go to okay, how am I going to do that? Just correct. Yeah, here we go. So basically, if we just go onto flat here, you can see, by the way, that you get different biomes in it. So basically, at the moment, I've done one for that one, and I've done one for that one. So basically, I will be doing ones in every one. So yeah, you can see, by the way, that these are all the ones you can have, by the way. So you can have desert, you can have forest, you can have roof forest, jungle, swampland, extreme hills, ocean, ice flats, cold, tiger, redwood, mushroom island, nether, or end. Basically, that's all the ones you can have, by the way, and there's like so many choices you can have altogether. And basically, when you turn all these on, by the way, they'll look a lot more different. Because basically, when you do end up turning them on, they will feel a lot more different, because you'll see a lot more stuff in the world and stuff like that. So they will feel a little bit more different. So basically, I just wanted to show you guys kind of how it works, because it's a very good thing, and yeah, I just absolutely like it at the moment, because there's kind of a whole variety of choice that you've got. Which is going to be really cool. So I will do one for desert, forest, roof forest, and jungle as well. So there will be a whole lot of them that I will be doing as well. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just show you guys kind of in the way how it works. So let's go and load back into to Mesa then. And unfortunately, you guys, we have got lava again. Yes, we've got lava again in the world. I didn't even realise we actually had lava again, but it looks like we've now actually got lava again for Mesa. Basically, and what I've done, by the way, is basically I'm actually not on grass. I'm actually on red sandstone. Because basically, what I've kind of noticed as well is every time when you do one, I'd ask myself to just change it. So I myself to have red sandstone. I don't know why. It's because basically it kind of matches the biome. Because basically Mesa's like dark red, into it kind of like matches it all. And I thought that we can just go and match it and have red sandstone. So I thought it just would have been a really good idea. Okay, right then, so I've got my map here. So I think today we're just going to go and probably just explore it again. We're just going to go and explore the world and kind of see what we're going to spot. We're probably not going to spot anything. Like, I don't even know what we're going to be spotting. But hopefully there will be a few things that we're going to be doing. So once again, we've got lava. So like I said, there's probably going to be like pits of lava all the way around the place. There's going to be a whole lot of them and stuff. There's probably going to be a lot of them. Like, I don't really know whether there will be a lot of them, but it looks like that there's going to be a lot of these pits of lava. So yeah, let's go and start exploring them a little bit more. So I'm not going to explore most of it today, just because I want to go and hopefully get a little bit of it in today, but kind of just not go and explore most of it, because that's what I don't want to do for today. But yeah, there's kind of a lot of it on so far, but I thought we can go and do most of them for today. There is going to be lots of these pits of lava, but I know that most of them will be big pits of lava, so there won't be like small pieces. There'll be like big pits of lava and stuff like that. Because basically, I didn't even know that like lava exists in worlds. Like, I thought there would have been not lots of lava in it. Like, I thought that lava would just completely gone and stuff. But like, having this so much lava is just completely incredible. Having like so much of it is just completely brilliant. And also another good thing is as well about lava is you can actually basically make like parkour jumps with it. So basically, for example, if I was making like my load parkour jumps and stuff, like there'll be a whole of them you can make and stuff. Like I didn't even like know about it, but basically one thing I've kind of noticed is basically when you've got like a whole lot of like pits and stuff, you can like basically make stuff with it. And like I didn't even know that actually happens. Like I didn't even technically know that works. But yeah, it just works basically. It just completely works and stuff, and I do like it, so that's pretty cool. Also, I have put sandstone on the world. So like I said, there will be sandstone. Also, I've actually put thingy on as well. So basically, I've put the Chisio on as well. So there will be a whole load of sandstone blocks you can be able to have as well. So there'll be sandstone blocks. There'll be Chisio. Like pretty much like all the blocks I've put on. By the way, I've actually told myself to put them all on. Just because basically when you've got them all, you can use them for different kind of things, like for a home and stuff. It'll just be like a really good idea. So I thought we can go and do that to make it a completely like good fashion sort of thing. So you don't have to just keep messing about with it and stuff. So I thought we can go and do that. To make it completely brilliant. So what we've got so far, so we've got 18, 17 and 80. That's going to be okay for now. So let's go and head my way back up here. I'm just going to cover that up with that. Like basically, I know that the sand is going to be very, very important because basically you can make stuff out of that. So, for example, if I was like making a home or something, I could basically just get a hold of that. I can start making a home with it. So that's going to be very, very important. So, for example, if I was like making a home out of the chisio and red and stuff like that, so I'll be able to like make the block out of it. But basically, it just won't be as great to be able to make the block that you've got. So it won't be as great. But like basically, there'll be a whole load of stuff you can use with the block. So there's going to be a whole load of things that you can have by the way. Wait, is that the end of the lava? Oh, so there seems to be no lava over this direction. I literally just don't know why. It's like there's lava over there. But there just seems to be not any over in this direction, or maybe they've like covered in the lava for a bit. I don't really know that, because I know that there will be a lot of these patches, by the way, that won't just have lava, like there won't be as most of them. But it looks like in this area, there's no pits of lava. I just don't really know if there is. I don't know. I know that there will be more pits of lava spawning in, and there won't be as much of it. But like I said, there will be like a whole load of it that does end up spawning in, but there just won't be as much as the pit, because you can see at the moment there's not much of it. But yeah, it looks like we are finally getting back into the lava. So it kind of ends here, and then basically there's actually more of it that spawns in over here. So you will end up finding big patches of lava. So you will possibly end up finding the big patches. So you won't be able to find like the small patches and stuff. You'll be able to just find out all the big ones. So look at this one, by the way. That's a very, very big one. So basically you won't end up finding these big ones. So like I said, when you go into it, you just die, won't you? So when you do end up going into it, you'll be able to it's full in the lava, and you'll be able to die as well. I think there will be probably ended up being a spawn point. So basically, if you do end up dying, you can just set your spawn point everywhere. That's kind of like if you've actually got cheat mode on, because if you've not got cheats on, you'll just spawn in a place like in a regular place or something when you've died or stuff, or the chest is going to be there and stuff. Like I know that starter chest is very, very important. So that's when you will end up spawning in. If you don't end up setting your spawn point as the direction. But the good thing is, by the way, though, is I know that like there's going to be lots of lava around. Well, basically I know that lava is going to be very, very important, because I might end up maybe thinking of something out of it. So like building the portal. Well, only the thing is at the moment is I need water, so I can't even like make the portal until I've got the water. So that's like I know that you might be thinking that like that's going to be very important now. Like that's going to be important to do, but it's not. Because basically when I'm like making one, it's not going to be very, very important to make, is it? So I definitely need to be careful with that, because otherwise if it isn't, it's just not it's just not going to be very, very good, is it? So I definitely need to be careful with that, by the way, because I know that you might be thinking that that's gonna be very, very important now, but it's not really. So yeah, I definitely need to be careful with what I'm doing at the moment about that. But the good thing is, by the way, though, is about the Mesa is I know it's not that interesting, because like the flats are kind of really boring with it, and you're able to find loads of it and stuff. But at the moment, though, it's not that really boring, because when you've actually put the biomes on, it just won't feel as bad, basically, when you're trying to find the ones that you want to find and stuff, and it just won't be be that bad to be able to find. But like basically, the important thing is about when you find loads of lava, it just won't be too bad to find it. But like basically, when you do end up finding it, it just won't be as bad. Well, basically, that's kind of the way how I'm doing it at the moment with all other things I'm doing as well. So basically, you won't end up finding loads of pits of lava, but there just won't be as much of it, because when you do end up finding it, they just won't be as much to be able to find, because like when you do find all these pits of lava, there'll be like so many of them, and you can jump into them and stuff. Like the ones that do look like swimming pools, so for example that one's a swimming pool, so like basically when you jump into that one, it'll feel so much better when you compare to other ones and stuff, and it'll just feel it will just feel a little bit more better. And also doing jumps as well will be very, very important as well. It's not even like that very important, to be honest with you though. But like basically when you do make it very important, it just won't be it just won't be as bad when you make it very important, but they just won't be, yeah, they just won't be as too bad as the stuff, but they technically will be a few things to be able to make it not that important, but there will be a few stuff that you can do and stuff, and make it better and stuff, and yeah, it'll just make it completely just completely brilliant of what you're doing at the moment. But like, I know that the lava, you might be thinking, is quite boring at the moment because like, I know it's all over the place, but the good things about lava is it's not really too bad when you kind of think about it, and when you kind of just like thinking out at the moment. But land of lava, again, yes, land of lava and red sand basically. So all the red stuff, so red sand and land of lava is kind of the most important thing you can have. So that's the most important thing you can have, by the way. But like, you can't have it as too much lava. Like, I thought there would have been like lava that you can have, but like not much of it. So there will be a whole lot you can have and stuff. Because, well, basically when you kind of like wander around the world, but like there won't be as much of lava. So basically in this area, there's no lava, is there? So basically when you go in that area, because they've not added it all in and stuff, so there will be a few areas where there won't be no lava, and there will be areas that there will be. And there also will be big patches such as that one there, which I've just gone past right now. So there will be like these massive big patches, but there just won't be as much of these patches when you kind of think about it. But there just won't be there just technically won't be as many of these big patches, but there will be some of them that you will end up bumping into and stuff, and there will be a whole load of them. So yeah, that's kind of the way actually how it's going to work. But the good thing is about patches is they're not really that bad, but it's good to be able to go through the ones that you want to go through and stuff, and it's just a very, very good idea to be able to go through the patches that you want to go through, and yeah. It's just really good to have like a whole lot of lava and stuff, and have loads of big patches and stuff. And it's like not that important to be able to have the patches that you want, but like the patches that you do need, it's actually not that important to be able to like the patches that you want to have, but there just won't be yeah, there just won't be as many of the patches, but there just will be ones that you can have and stuff, and it'll just make it very, very very, very important of the patches that you want to have, like pretty much like all the lava and stuff as well. So like, there'll be a whole load of like lava you can use and stuff, like making drain lavas and stuff. Like when you've got a whole of the buckets and stuff, you'll be able to use it for all of that. But like at the moment, though, like basically it's not that very important to be able to do that and stuff, and I don't think it's really that great at the moment. So for example, if I just die, if I just give me a minute and just kill myself in here. So basically, look at how deep the lava goes. Like the lava goes completely deep as well. I think it's actually quite deep. Quite deep. Let me just go into creative. Let me just have a look at how deep this lava is. I think it might be quite deep actually. Let me go and have a look how deep this lava is. I think it's going to be quite deep, by the way. Oh my goodness. How deep it? Oh my god! Look how deep this is. Wait, does it keep going down? Okay, so I think it just goes to here. So that's actually how deep it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that's actually how deep it is. I didn't even know it was going to be that deep. Like basically at the moment, like kind of with the way how I've made the world, like the lava doesn't feel that deep. But yeah, it looks like they've done a really good deep spectation on that, haven't they? Well, kind of with the way how deep they've made it, but. That's kind of like the most important thing. They've made it completely deeper into it. So, yeah, that's kind of the way how they deep it. And the most important thing is about the red sandstone as well. That, like when you break it away, it's not that very important because basically when you do end up breaking it away, it just won't be as great. But like basically when you do end up breaking it away, it will be okay. But the thing is about, by the way, it should be completely fine. So yeah, land of lava, red sand, and a whole lot of sand. So basically that'll be it. So. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to really do in this series. I will try and think of something to do on this world. I might maybe build stuff and stuff like that. I don't really know though, because I know it's going to be really boring. But hopefully I will think of something to be able to come up with the world. But yeah, that'll be coming up. But yeah, that'll be coming up very, very soon. So yeah, so I will see you all later. Bye.